The biggest lie gardeners were ever taught is that healthy soil must be built through effort, expense, and constant correction. Dig more, add more, fix more. Yet the moment you stop forcing soil to behave and instead let biology take control, everything changes fast. Plants grow stronger, pests fade away, watering becomes easier, and yields increase without struggle. This is not a new discovery. It is a forgotten truth that modern science has finally confirmed. Healthy soil is not made by working harder. It is made by stepping aside and setting the right conditions. This is where, well, everything you thought you knew about soil quietly breaks down. Most gardeners treat soil like an empty container that needs to be filled. Compost is piled on. Fertilizer is added. Beds are dug and turned season after season. While plants may grow temporarily, the underlying system weakens. Digging breaks fungal networks that transport nutrients. Overfeeding disrupts microbial balance. Bare soil loses moisture and organic matter faster than it can recover. The result is dependency. Soil that needs constant input is not healthy soil. It is exhausted soil. Soil was never meant to be disturbed. In nature, soil is layered, not mixed. Leaves fall on the surface. Roots die and decompose underground. Microbes and fungi move nutrients downward and upward in precise cycles. When soil is left intact, these systems self-regulate. When soil is disturbed, those systems collapse. So, modern research now confirms what ancient farming cultures practiced instinctively. You see, undisturbed soil stores more carbon, holds more water, and supports stronger plant immunity. Healthy soil, well, it really begins when you stop digging and start covering. A protective layer on the soil surface, it kind of mimics the forest floor, you know. This layer regulates temperature, locks in moisture, feeds microbes, and even attracts earthworms. Cardboard, leaves, straw and wood chips all serve this function when used correctly. Cardboard in particular acts as a carbon-rich foundation. When it's laid directly on the soil and kept moist, it becomes a microbial engine. Moisture is, well, the real trigger. Biology simply cannot function in dry soil. Covered soil stays damp for much longer, allowing microbes to multiply without interruption. This alone explains why gardens using mulch and no-dig methods tend to outperform bare tilled beds even with less fertilizer. When moisture is consistent, soil life stays active, but when soil dries out, life more or less shuts down. Covering the soil, you see, solves this problem right at its source. Compost piles are certainly helpful, but they are not actually required for soil building. When organic matter decomposes directly on the soil surface, humus forms right in place. Fungi bind carbon to minerals, creating stable organic matter that resists breakdown. Then, earthworms distribute this material throughout the root zone. You know, weeds really thrive in disturbed soil. But when soil is kept covered and undisturbed, it denies light to weed seeds, and, well, it favours the roots of established plants instead. Over time, weed pressure drops dramatically, without the need for chemicals or constant pulling. Healthy soil, in its own way, chooses what grows in it. Raised beds quite often dry out and just lack biological depth. Covering them with cardboard and organic mulch, well, that corrects both problems at once. Moisture retention increases immediately, and worm populations rebound quickly. Soon enough, those beds stop needing constant compost refills. Within just a single season, raised beds shift from simple containers of dirt to vibrant living soil systems. The same rules apply in pots. Large containers, create stable environments where those soil layers remain intact. Growing crops, like peppers, in 5 to 10 gallon containers allows roots to establish without disruption. Rich organic soil, amended with compost worm castings or even mushroom compost, provides long-term nutrition without the need for constant feeding. Because the soil stays biologically active, plants experience less stress and, tend to produce more consistently. Plants really do thrive when soil temperature is stable. Mulch, you see, insulates roots, preventing those big heat spikes during the day, and, temperature drops at night. Warm, moist soil actually accelerates microbial activity, making nutrients available exactly when plants need them. This is why, mulched gardens outperform exposed beds even in cooler seasons. Balanced organic nutrition supports microbes rather than forcing growth. Compost tea, which is made by steeping 1 shovel of finished compost in 10 litres of water for 12 hours, introduces beneficial organisms without disrupting balance. Applied monthly, this strengthens soil biology rather than replacing it. Healthy soil feeds plants continuously without spikes or deficiencies. Covered soil loses far less water to evaporation. Roots grow deeper. Plants become drought-resistant. Instead of frequent shallow watering, gardens require less attention while staying productive. This is not efficiency. It is alignment with natural systems. Strong soil produces strong plants, but, physical support still matters. Staking or caging heavy fruiting plants prevents damage and directs energy into production rather than recovery. When soil health is right, structural support becomes a minor task instead of, a constant rescue. Regular harvesting signals plants to continue producing. Combined with stable soil biology, this creates continuous yield rather than short bursts of growth followed by decline. Even ripening can be guided naturally by placing harvested produce in a paper bag to concentrate ethylene gas and speed colour change. Whether in raised beds, containers or open ground, the principles remain the same. Cover the soil, keep it moist, avoid disturbance, feed biology, not plants, and, time does the rest. This is not a trend. It's a return to how soil has always functioned. When soil starts working for you, gardening stops feeling like labour. Fewer inputs are needed. Problems just sort of solve themselves. Plants grow with confidence instead of struggle. Healthy soil is not something you build, it's something you allow. If this changed how you see soil forever, go ahead and subscribe to Nature's Blueprint for more biology-first gardening methods that actually work. Share this with any gardener still fighting their soil instead of partnering with it.